everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I hope you guys are all doing great. Today we're going to be doing palm butter in the house. Stay tuned guys, let me take you through our ingredients. Guys, so for our spices today, we're going to be using the Banga steak. We're going to be using Liberia country spice or Kelly pepper. We're going to be using some alligator peppers. We're going to be using this, for this one, I think Nigerians call it BELETIENTIEN. I don't really know the name, but I'm going to put it in my description box below. And this one too as well, I actually don't know the name, but these are all spices for the palm butter soup. So this is my habanero peppers. This is my goat meat. I'm going to be using some crabs, some goat intestines, dry fish. I have like 3 or 4 different kinds of dry fish here. I'm going to be using the prawns. This is my seasoning salt. So this is our star of the day, the Banga. I actually got the fresh palm nuts, so I had to store it in the fridge until I'm ready to use it. That's why it looks like this, but I've already cooked it. So I'm just going to be pounding this now to be able to extract the juice from it. Stay tuned guys. So I'm going to be beating this, beating whatever we mix it. So I'm going to be pounding this. My mortar is small. Remember the last time for my GB I told you guys I didn't have mortar, but luckily for me I was able to get one from the market. So I'm going to be using this today. It's been a while I have palm butter. Okay guys, so I'm going to be doing this off camera, and I'll come back and show you how I'm going to be extracting the cream from the palm for my soup. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so I finished beating my palm nuts. This is how it looks like. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to be washing it with water to get the chaffs out, and then be able to get the juice, extract the juice from my soup. So I'm going to be adding more water to it. Oh no, palm butter can be very, very messy. I'm going to remove all this. So once I'm done removing it, then I'm going to sift it in the bowl. I'm going to be sifting it like 3 or 4 times before cooking it. I'm going to be doing this method like 3 or 4 once I've removed it from here, so that I don't get any of the palm kind of stuff in the soup. So guys, I'm going to be washing this, and I'll add the water to this one here to be able to rinse it again, because I still have small juice there. You have to be careful. You see at the bottom? So I'm going to be doing this 2 more times behind the camera, and then I'll bring it to boil. So I've put my palm butter on the fire to boil. I'm going to be adding the palm butter steak to it. I'm going to be adding my country spice to it. And for today, I'm not going to steam my meat before putting it in the pot. What I'm going to do, I'm going to season it and let it marinate for 30 minutes before putting it in the pot, because I have the rest of my things. I'm going to cover my soup, my pot halfway, and let it boil for about 25 minutes before adding my proteins into it. So I'm going to be putting my goat meat in a bigger bowl, because I want to season the goat meat and the intestines together. I already soaked my dry fish with salt in hot water, so I'm not going to be adding it because it's very tough. So I'm going to add it before putting my goat meat. Normally we don't really like soft meat in here, so I don't want to boil my meat extra before adding it to the soup. But I'm going to season it and let it marinate for a couple of minutes before putting it in my soup. So I'm going to be adding my seasoning salt to it. It's Maggi. It's just the Maggi powder that I'm using. That's the only season I'm using for today. And I'm going to be adding my pepper to it. Half of my pepper. And mix it very well. I'll add the crabs and the crayfish last. Mashing, blending with some of my spice together. Okay guys, so our soup has been boiling. I'm going to be adding the spice that I ground to it. Sometimes it's really good to try other country spices because the smell for this is so good. It smells so good. This is my first time using this one, but it smells so good. But if you don't have all this, we can use our normal palm butter leaves that we normally use. But I couldn't get it, so I had to use this one. That's my next option. So I'm going to be adding my dry fish to this soup because the dry fish is very strong. Very. I'm not sure I want to use all. It's too much. So I'm going to cover this and bring it to a boil for another 25 minutes or 15 minutes. Then I'll add my goat meat to it. People, so our soup is boiling. I'm going to be adding the goat meat to it. And like I did with the dry fish, I'm not sure I'm going to be using all this goat meat because the meat looking too plenty particles. But I'll try and see. Let me see how far it's going to reach. Don't forget my meat is seasoned. I'm going to be using like all the intestines there because for that one I really like it. But I'll try to reduce the meat because it's just too much. The spices, the habanero peppers. Oh wow, this kitchen is on fire this evening. The meat is just too much. Wow. And we're gonna let our soup boil for another 25 minutes before adding our crabs and crayfish to it and the rest of our peppers. And then we'll taste it and know if we still need more spice, more seasoning to it. But for now, it's good. So, okay guys, so our palm butter is almost ready. We're gonna be adding the crabs to it now. I always tell you guys that I like my proteins, my ingredients in my soup I don't like it soft. I like to be chewing my meat, chewing my things and know that I'm chewing it. I'm going to be adding the rest of my pepper to it. I won't be chewing the crepes and just be bringing a pile of water in my mouth. No. I want to chew crepes and know that I'm chewing the crabs, right? The same with the meat. I'm going to be adding my crayfish to it now. I'm going to be adding my crayfish and I'm dropping a few balls of pepper because I like peppers. Just few to my soup. I'm going to be adding the leaves, the beletietie. I think beletietie is like fever leaves or sweet blossom, like in Liberia, right? So, but that's the dry one. That's how I got it. That's how they call it to me at the African store, because I couldn't get the Liberian one. So it's still nice. It smells very good. This palm butter, for children, for adults. So we're gonna let our soup boil for the next 10 minutes and we'll be done. We're gonna be plating this with rice tonight. It's late so we can have fufu. So we're gonna be having this with rice. Okay, my people, y'all see it? Can you see it? The pan butter is ready. I'm gonna be having this with rice. I've not eaten rice for almost 21 days. So I'm going to be having my pan butter with rice tonight. Eating it with my hands. I cannot come in for. I come and show my real true pera color here tonight. I want to come into here today. If for children. And honestly, the spices I use today, it smells very, 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 very good. It smells so nice. Hello guys, so our pan butter is ready. This is what it looks like. I'm going to be putting my soup on top of my rice and daga it for you. Yeah? And I wash my hand. What? A hot the fire. You're gonna eat.
Hello family, thanks for watching this video. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and don't worry, the list of the ingredients will be down in the description box below. Don't forget to like and comment what you love about this video. Stay tuned for more amazing content, and God bless you.